guys again for watching my channel. I'm here today to do a new video on me making some candles for some clients. Now I did partner up with 3 different clients to do like a wholesale candle line with their logo on my candles. So today I'm making the samples so that I could take it to them so that they can approve if they want to use the label that I'm going to use from what they send me, or if we need to tweak it a little. Before we get into making those 3 test candles, I want to let you guys know that my Grace collection is now available on my website. This is how it looks. I did went ahead and got my lid. I had my name engraved in there, Scent and Co. And this is what the jar looked like. On this one here, it do have 2 Corinthians 5:7, for we walk by faith, not by sight. So that's the scripture on this one right here. It's a very different smell from any smell on my candles that is on my site. This was a smell that I created specially for my Grace collection. So it's nothing that you never smelled before on my site. For those who already order from my site, this is a little different. It's more common, it's more soothing, and it's a very relaxing, nice smell. So this is what made this collection different from the rest of the candle, because this here is a special scent that I created myself. I blend a few scents to come up with this scent here, so it's special to me because it is my Grace collection. So not that my rest of my candles is not, it's just that for what this is stand for, Grace, with my scripture, with the scripture on there, 2 Corinthians, is very dear to my heart, because when I first started to make candle, I always wanted to use a line that incorporates scripture. So I was able to do that now. So I'm really proud that I went ahead and stepped out on faith, and I went ahead and did my Grace collection. So right now on the website is on there, it's available for you to purchase. Right now it's just 1 cent, but as time go by, I'm gonna be incorporating other scriptures, and it's gonna have like different scent, but for right now it's just the 1 cent. So you guys grab your Grace collection candle on the website right now. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna get into making the candles. For those that have been watching me for a lengthy period of time, you know, I'll walk you through step by step on how to do these candles. I know it's the same step, but you know, I like to walk through step by step when I'm making my candles, just in case you miss something. You will see it step by step. So 2 of the candles I'm going to be making is going to be the same scent, and 1 of the candle is going to be a different scent based on my client liking and what they told me that they like. I decide to do 2 of the same and 1 a different scent. So I'm going to be using the clear jar because the label I'm going to be using is clear, so that's the reason why I'm not using black. But these are just sample for me to make and take it to them, for them to approve it, for me to continue with the wholesale order. So the first one here is going to be for the company named View. It's a local company here in Jacksonville, Florida. It's the event center. It's a very beautiful event space. If you're here in Jacksonville or around the Jacksonville, Florida area, you guys check her out. I'm gonna post all the information at the bottom concerning the View. That's the name of it. Very nice event space. So that's gonna be the first one. The second one is going to be Janaya Wheeler, realtor. She is a realtor, and she's someone special because it's my niece. So if you're looking to sell or buy a new house, I'm gonna link her information on the bottom. If you just have questions about how the process works to purchase a house, to get prepared to purchase a house, I'll leave the link. You can reach out to her. She's very knowledgeable. She's good at what she do. So this is gonna be for her logo. The next one is going to be for my lash lady. I normally go get my individual lash done from G's. So I'm gonna link her information as well with her logo. I'm gonna link her business information. So if you're in Jacksonville, Florida, and you wanna have your lashes done, she do everything. She do facials, she do wax, she do individual lashes, so you name it. And she has some great product as well that is natural for your skin. So I'm gonna do hers as well so that she could sell in her establishment. So today is pretty much the same me making, but it's for a different purpose. Not for my site, it's for me to partnership with 3 other companies. So that is big. That's why I haven't been posting video, because I've been doing other things that has been keeping me busy. You know, a lot of people been reaching out to me to do candle class, to partner with me. So if you guys want to sell candle, if you have a store, a boutique, or you just want to sell it but you don't want to buy the stuff and take the time to make it, I'll leave my link in the bottom where you could reach out to me through email, and I can partner with you and I can do your wholesale candles for you, where I ship it to you, whatever label you want me to put on. If you don't want to use Scent and Company label, that's fine. You send me your label and I could stick it on the jar, and you can sell it however you want to sell it. How much you want to sell it for, that's pretty much up to you. So I'm open to partnership. I'm open with doing some more candle class. For the rest of this year, I'm already booked up for the candle class. So I don't have any more room available for making candles, doing a class until January. So just email me still, and if something do become available, if someone cancel, or I could, you know, just make myself available, just email me and we can work it out. As far as a partnership, I'm still available to do that, but I have limited space because this is a big order I'm going to be doing for all 3 clients. I'm going to have to make about 100 each of these candles. The same jar right here, I'm going to have to make 100 for each client. So I'm going to be very, very busy for the next few months. December, pretty much the remaining of this month, November, and all of December, I'm going to be pretty busy. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's why I haven't been posting any videos. So I didn't disappear on you guys. I just been like busy doing other things. And then, as you know, I still have my commercial cleaning business that's doing awesome. I'm still doing that. And also I'm doing fulfillment for this other business that I was already working with. So stay tuned, because some great and big things is happening for me. So just stay tuned to see the next level that I'm going into for the new year. But for now, I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna get into making the candles, because I know that's why you're here, right? So let's get to it. So first thing first, let me move this out of the way so that you guys can see clearly. And I want to give a shout out to those who have been purchasing items from Miski and also from Hives and Honey. I want to give you a shout out for that, because I have been seeing you guys placing the order, because I'm affiliated with the company. So thank you so much for your support. Like I say, if you want quality item, you know, just try it with this company, because you're gonna get quality item. I normally get my crackling booster wick from Miski. I also get my pouring pitcher from Miski. I also purchased a few fragrance oil. I don't have it out here, but I did purchase a few fragrance oil from them. And also my jar, I purchased it from them as well. Not this one in particular, but I have a different color that I normally purchase from them. This one here in particular, I got it from the I can't think of the name of it. It was the Sierra Creation. This is where I got this from, and they engrave the lid that I show you. They're the one who did the engrave of my my name of my candle onto the lid. So check them out, they're great. That's the wax that I get from them. the olive oil wax, that's what I use now. So I got it from them as well. So let's jump right in to getting prepped. This here is a test I make for myself. Every time I make candles, I make a test for myself. And besides, I make candles, so I want my house smelling good as well. I don't want just you guys having a good smell and I don't have it. So I always make myself a few candles whenever I'm making candles. I already have a few in the house, but I'm gonna try this one with the 2 scent that I'm pairing to make the 2 candles for myself, just to see how it smells. But literally, I made one of these for myself the other day just to test it, and it burned for like 3 days straight. I did out it when I was about to go to bed, but early the next morning, because I get up like 6 o'clock. I light it back again, and I didn't have to out it until like around 9:30. So literally 3 days straight, you got your money's worth with burning this. And the more you light it, when you light it back, the scent get like more stronger and stronger. For some reason, that's what normally happens. And that's whenever you cut your wood, when you light your candle, it gives it like a fresh new scent. So the scent becomes stronger and stronger. Not too much where it's overpowering, but enough where it will fill up the room a little bit more. So that's a good thing of using the wooden wick, and the good thing of using the right measurement with your wax and also with your fragrance oil. So one more thing I wanted to share with you guys, if you're still not sure on the measurement when you're measuring your wax and your fragrance oil, it's a new app that I came across when I first started, but after I got a little comfortable and know what I was doing, I stopped using it. But FYI, for those who is just starting out and is not too comfortable with measuring their wax and fragrance oil, you can check out, it's called Candle Maker Calculator. And it's very, very user-friendly, easy to use. All you do is put in how many candles you're making at the top. You put in what percentage of fragrance oil you use. For me, I use 10% straight across. And then you will put in how much fill weight your jar take, and it will calculate how many wax you need to cut and put aside to be liquidized, and it will tell you how much fragrance oil you need to use. So if you're not sure with the measurement and stuff like that, you could check them out. It's called Candle Maker Calculator. It's an app you download it, very easy. So another FYI, I always try to bring information to you guys just to make it easy. So enough talking, let's jump right in and let me start cleaning these containers. So that's the first thing I do. I normally clean my containers for any debris from shipment, because sometimes it's a lot of little dirt and dust in the candle. And I'm a perfectionist. I don't like half doing stuff. I like to do it 100%. So for me, I like to make sure I get those stuff out of there before I start. Making candle, you have to have patience. And another thing that I just remember today, if you want to take your labels off, just spray some Windex, window cleaner, on your jar, and it will come right off. Because when I first started making candle, I struggled with how to get out the label to reuse the container to put on a different label, and I struggled with that for a minute. But I started putting everything. I started putting alcohol. I started like just putting it underneath the water faucet, and it still wasn't working the way how I wanted to work. And I said, let me try Windex. And I tried the Windex and it came right off. So that's another tip for you guys. Use Windex. Spray it on the outside and it will just come right off. It wouldn't scratch the container or anything. So try that. That's another tip. So I normally make my candles without the center place to center your wick. I normally just make it. I just normally like look at it and just average where it needs to go. But for those who is not on that level as yet or is not comfortable, you can always use the center wick right here. And pretty much you just throw it in, and you will have to like even it out because when you throw it in, it's gonna be twisted. So you just need to even it out, and you just put a little dot in there with a Sharpie or a marker, whatever you have available. And you do the same thing. And it's very quick. These I purchased it when I first started making candles because I wasn't comfortable with just looking and putting it. So I purchased this. I have a whole lot, but I pretty much use the same one over and over. Whenever I'm doing videos and I want to show you guys, I use the same one over and over. So the next we're gonna use the wooden wick that I purchased from Miski. This one here is the Crackling Booster wick. It's 0.4, so that's what it is. And also I normally get my wick clip from Miski as well. I forgot to mention that earlier. So you just put it in just like this, very easy. You could either hold it up or you can put the wick down and you can just push it in. Either way is fine, same results. So let me just do all of them and be done with that. And next I put my wick sticker. You guys, I'm in the garage, so if you hear a little bit of noise, that's car passing or people mowing the lawn. It's a very nice day today, so I just decided to come on here and make my candle. It's not too hot. It's really, really nice. For those who know about Florida weather, you know, when a lot of people is going through winter with snow and cold weather, it's still like kind of summertime here. So that's the benefit of living in Florida. And I think that's why I never moved from Florida. I always say I want to move, but when I think about going somewhere else where it's really cold, that kind of scares me because I'm a tropical girl. I'm from the islands. I'm from South America, Guyana. Not Africa, it's South America. It's close to Trinidad and Barbados. That's where I'm from. And it's a tropical country. So even though I've been up here for a long time, my blood still loves the heat. So I don't really like the cold. I like the nice warm weather. So that's why I guess I'm still here because of that. So let's jump right in. So like I told you guys, 2 of my candles is gonna be the same scent and this one gonna be a different scent. So we're gonna weigh out the wax for the 2 and also the 3. So let's start with, I got my scale, and when you take your scale out and you turn it on and you put the pouring pitcher, you're gonna tear it just to clear out the numbers at the bottom and put it at 0. So it's not picking up the pouring pitcher weight. So for 2 of the jar, and I wrote it down, I have my numbers here. So for 2 of the jar, we're gonna use 480 because one of these jar take 240 fill weight. So that's 480. So let's start with that. And there's no particular way you have to cut up your wax. I normally try to cut it as small so that it can melt a little quicker per se. So that's why I try to cut it up a little, but you could throw it in just this size here, totally up to you. So we're trying to get to 480. And I normally put on my gloves, but I didn't grab it. So we're gonna just work with it. And I have to do me a re-up order of this wax. It lasts so long. It's so easy to work with. I really like it. I am so happy that I made the change. I used to use the coconut apricot cream, which is nothing wrong with it. It's just that that's 440, 480 I need to be at. When I tried this wax here, I saw somebody had made a post saying that it was Chef Kiss, that, you know, it's a really good wax. We at $4.81, that's fine. So we're gonna just put this in here. And you wanna make sure you have it all. And then we're gonna measure out 240. But actually 480 again, because I'm making me a sample. So we're gonna do 480 again. Because that jar as well, it do take 240, so. Yeah, so I was saying, I saw somebody made a post and they were saying that it was Chef Kiss, how it, the hot throw was so strong and the cold throw was so strong. And for me, I always like trying different stuff because, like I tell you guys always, I'm not like the only one who make candles. Everybody have different steps that they use. Everybody have different tricks and different trade. And if I can, you know, enhance my candle line, my scents, my hot throw, and my strong throw, you know, I'm not too proud to try something and see how it works. So when I tried this wax, I did like a sample of it. I fell in love with it as well. And I agree that it was Chef Kiss. So I just decided to start using it because, like I said, the hot throw and the hot throw and the cold throw is very strong. So I like that. So I'm at 455. $4.89. So we're gonna take our little 483, that's fine. And you want to make sure you get it all in there because sometimes pieces get stuck in there. In this case, that's what happened. And I normally put the lid on just to keep the heat in the container, because for those who make candle know that the temperature drop really, really fast. So yeah, so that's why I put the lid on. So we're gonna put this other way for a minute, and we're gonna get this here, move over here. I like to clean up as I go. I don't like to just make candles and then just have stuff everywhere. That's my pet peeve. So that's what I do. So we're gonna go ahead and measure out what we're gonna be using. So like I said, I'm gonna be making the same scent that I'm doing with the two here. So the fragrance that for two I already had 43, so I have to add 21 to that for 64. Okay. So again, you want to tear it. And this fragrance I'm using is Frozen Lake. This one here is from Northwood Candle Supply. This is like one of my favorite. So I'm gonna kind of like blend it with another scent. So I'm gonna blend it. This here is Clean Air. So I'm gonna do a blending to get that scent that I'm looking for. Okay, that's the scent I'm going for. And you guys can do that. You can stop in the middle and just, you know, twirl it around and see. Okay, perfect. This is exactly the scent I was going for. So that's for that. And I'm gonna wipe this off. So this again is Frozen Lake, and this here is Clean Air. This one is from the Flaming Candle. And this is a 16 ounce. This is a 16 ounce as well. Different company. It looks like you get more with this bottle here because it's a little taller. This one here is a little thicker, not that much. So I think you probably will get more with going with this company here. So the next one I'm gonna be using is leaves, and this one is from the Flaming Candle. So I'm only doing one for the leaf. So you wanna tear it again. So this here, for those that wondering how it smells like leaf, kind of. It have like a little pine cone-ish smell to it, little spice, little cinnamon, but sweet. That's the smell this have. Yeah, exactly how I describe it. Pine cone, a little bit of cinnamon, and it smell like a little bit of vanilla. So it give it that little leaf, fall kind of say smell. Even though fall, I don't think it has a smell. So yeah, so I have my fragrance oil already here. Now I'm gonna just clean up because like I told you guys, I like to clean as I go. I don't like to wait till the end to do everything. So I'm gonna pick you guys back up once the wax is where it needs to be. We're trying to get it to 240. So once it gets to 240, we can go ahead and pour it, and then we can move on to the next step. So for now, let me get everything off the table that I'm no longer gonna be using so that I will have enough room and you can see. Okay, so I got everything cleared up now, so we can move on to the next step, which is pouring our wax. So I'm gonna check here. We're at 270, so that's fine. We can go ahead and turn this off now because it's at 270 and we want it at 240. We normally take it out and let it cool down to 240. To 270 is fine for me to start pouring it out so that I could keep it here until it dropped down to 240. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do right now. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. And the total that I'm gonna need for the 3 here is going to be 720 because it's 3 jars I'm gonna be using. So I'm gonna turn on my scale, and I'm gonna put this over here, and I'm gonna try to get it to the amount that we're looking. We're looking for 720. So this is 6, so we're gonna try to get another 120. I did it like that because the pouring pitcher was getting a little full. So we just need to do 120. And we're there. And what I normally do is take a piece of paper towel and put it right on top for the little extra drip. So here we have, then I'll put it back. So we're gonna go ahead and pour our fragrance oil in. And you just try to get out all the excessive fragrance oil that is in the container. And I normally stir for about 1 to 2 minutes. And this smells so good, you guys. This mixture is a very, very good mixture. It blends together very well. You know, sometimes when you mix some fragrance oil, one give off a stronger, say, overpower the other one, not this one here. It gives it a very, very good mixture. Smells so good. Like I said, we're gonna stir for about a minute or 2 here. And with me stirring it as well, the temperature is dropping to the 240 that I'm trying to get to. I always get the habit of saying we, like if you guys are here making it with me, but you kind of are. So that's why I always use we, and I gotta catch myself like I, not we, but it's okay. You guys should know me by now, what I mean. I'm just timing it here. This is the most important part, because you want to make sure it's blend completely. That wax and the fragrance all just blend together to give you that nice, strong hot throat and cold throat. Because a lot of times you could have a strong hot throat, but your cold throat is not strong, and vice versa. So for me, I want to be consistent with the hot and the cold. So I take the time to stir for the whole 2 minutes just so that I will have a really good blend. And that's 2 minutes. So I'm gonna put this over here like that, and I'm gonna just check the temperature. Okay, perfect. We're at 239. That is fine. And what I'm gonna do is use my little funnel, piston funnel. If you guys don't have one of these funnel, run and get one. It's so easy to use, and it's you really much cannot spill or have any mess up with these with this funnel, because you see how you just aim it in the middle, so you really don't have room for mess up. And I just finish off with the remainder. And I'm gonna do my sample. And I'm gonna fold this up a little bit more. There we go. So there we go. That was exactly the right measurement for 3. And I don't fill it all the way up because I leave room for the lid, because if you pull it all the way up, your lid won't be able to go on, so I don't do that. And you just wipe it. It's easy to clean. Just wipe it. I normally take alcohol, and I normally wipe it with that. It's fine to just use a regular paper towel, and I wipe this off as well. And I normally go in here with this spatula, and I normally wipe it off as well. I try to get out as much of the last usage out, because if I'm doing 2 totally different scents, I don't want it to combine, and I'll put that in there because I'm done with this big one here. So I'm gonna now finish off with the second one. And you just have to lean this over a little to get the amount. And sometimes I just take the top off and I just like drain it out, because it have a hole like towards the front. So sometimes you have to just like, because it's hard for me to show you guys the way how the hole is set up. So it's like, you just gotta like rock it and back and forth for the wax to go into that hole. And this is only done when I'm making like small amount. When I'm making a lot, I don't have to do this. So I'm at 239. I'm trying to get right at the 240 mark. It's enough in there to take me there, but I just have to rock it. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour in the last fragrance oil for this one here. When you really enjoy what you do, it becomes so easy and so relaxing and soothing when you really love what you do. And I really love making candles. It's like therapeutic for me. And just seeing the results is just like so awesome to me. So I love making candles. When I first started, I used to make candles just to give away to people, just so that I could get the feedback of, you know, what I need to correct. So I used to buy everything and just like give it to people. And you know, a lot of people may say that's wasting money, but you want to know how your product is when you give it to people. You want to know if you need to add more fragrance oil. You want to know if you need to change your wick. You need to know these stuff. So you have to be able to lose when you're starting out to gain in the long run. Because if you don't know, you don't want to just run and start selling it to people out there and you haven't perfected your craft. So for me, I used to give it out to my family, and not just my family, my friends as well, people at the church, because you know your family not gonna wanna give you bad feedback, because they don't want you to, like, you know, feel like you need to stop. So of course they're gonna say everything is okay, even if there's a few little stuff that you could change. So that was the reason why I just didn't used to just give it to my family. I used to give it to friends and people at the church as well, just to get good feedback, or whether it's negative, so I would know what I need to adjust next time around. So again, this is a perfect measurement. You know, once you follow through, you believe in yourself and you continue going, like the scriptures say, not that one there, but the scripture that I always use is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Because literally, these days and time, you can do anything. It's like Google. If you want to know how to do whatever, Google is there. So it shouldn't be no excuse of, if you want to do something, that you don't go forward with it. Because if you don't try, you don't know. You have to try. Even if you fail when you try, at least you give it a try. Versus not trying and not knowing what the results is going to be. No. Because when I started, I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I literally stepped out of faith. I did my video when I first started making candles. For those that don't know, when I first started, I was unemployed for almost 2 years. And when I tell you guys, literally every morning I would wake up and I would say, okay, God, you say you're going to supply my every need. I don't know how this is going to get done. I don't know how I'm going to pay that. Because being off from work for almost 2 years, that's a long time. You know, I cashed in my 401k. I went through my little savings I had. But 2 years being out of work, taking care of the household, that is not an easy road. But my faith grew stronger and stronger each day, because all I had was God to depend on. Every day I wake up, I didn't know how I was going to be able to cook for my kids, because I didn't have no income coming in. Unemployment, I exhausted my unemployment, and you know, that was my only source at the time. And when that ran out, it was like, okay, God, this is different for me. This is very uncomfortable, but I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna submit it all to you. So that's what I did for almost 2 years, just rely on God every day. And I kid you not, every day, everything I need was supplied. I never lose my vehicle, never got repossessed. My home, I never went into foreclosure. My lights never turned off. I had food every day. I had more. It's like people was cash apping me for no reason. People was giving me money for no reason. I remember one time, one of my sisters told me to open the door. And when I opened the door, it was an envelope with $1,500 inside. And it's like God was just pulling on people to just help me in different ways. So I didn't have to beg. And that's the thing, when you submit to God, you don't have to ask, because he supply your need. And once you trust him and you take him at his word, you remind him what he say, he will show up for you. So it was like 18 months. It was 18 months I was out of a job. Literally no income. And those 18 months just make my faith stronger, and it make me invest in myself and trust the process. And that's how I start making candles. Because I was praying one day, I'm like, God, I don't want to go back on nobody's clock. I want to do my own thing, but I want to do something different. Not the norm, selling bundles or selling product or nothing like that. Or being a content creator, or social media, or TikTok. I don't want to do none of that. I wanted to do something different that I've never done before, and to challenge myself. And as I was praying, it came to my spirit, okay, candles. I'm like, candles. I never thought about doing candle as a business. I would buy it because I like it, but as far as a business, I never thought about it. And I was like, okay, God, I'm gonna try this candle thing. So I went to a candle class, spend my money. See, I invest in myself, and I needed that because, like I told you, I wasn't working. So every dollar I got, I needed it to pay my bills. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna trust you, God. I'm gonna invest in myself. You provide the funds, and I'm gonna use it to buy the supplies and whatever I need, whenever I get the money. So everything I needed, God, I need some wax. Boom, I got the money. God, I need fragrance, or I got the money. I need the container. So everything I told him I needed, I was getting the money to buy it. And I started with one candle, test it out. Then I started making a few more. Then I started taking it to the church and giving it out, giving it to my family. And when I was getting feedback like, oh, it's good, it's burn, take a long time to burn. The hot throw and the cold throw is good. People was like giving me great feedback, and that kind of pumped me a little bit more to like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. So that's what I continue doing. I continue making candles, and I didn't go back on somebody's clock. So until this day, I'm still making candles. I trust the process, I trust God, and I invest in myself. So this is a word for somebody. Don't be scared to step on your faith. It doesn't matter what it is. Even if it's not making candles, it could be going back to school. It could be starting an ebook, whatever. But trust God. You sit down and you have a conversation, and you let him know if it's your will. You let your will be done. You supply everything that I need. And that's what I did. And I'm here 3 years later, and I'm still making candles, and business is good. I'm glad that I trust the process, and I'm glad that I trust God, because he will never leave you nor forsake you. So that's just a testimony in case you guys didn't know how I started. In case you didn't watch my first video, I just wanted to let you guys know how I started my journey with making candles. So now we're gonna just let these sit here so that it can fully cure. Another thing about this company, they say cure time is 0. So as soon as this cure, you can light your candle. And I tested. I did it many times before, and the hot throw and the cold throw was awesome. So literally, they're true to their word. Whatever they tell you on their website is definitely true, because I'm a customer, a repeated customer, and I can let you guys know this olive oil wax, I give it, I'm gonna use both of my thumbs, and if I could borrow y'all thumb too, I'll borrow it and give it to you guys, because it's awesome. I'm not lying. There's no affiliation with me and that company. I'm not getting paid. It's not a promotion here. But whenever I run into a great company with great product, I like to let it be known, because I'm a businesswoman. And if I'm selling something, I want you guys to give feedback to other people and share it. So that's what I'm doing. It's not paid or anything like that. But they're awesome. So It's the Sierra Creation Candle Supply. I think that's the name of it. Just put in the Sierra, and I'm gonna link it in the bottom as well, just so that you have the correct link. But the wax is olive oil, 100% olive oil. Awesome. So I'm gonna just let this sit, and I'm gonna clean up everything else, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys the finishing product. Okay, you guys, so I'm finished making the candles. I didn't bring you guys along to show you how I cut the wooden wick, because I know you've seen so many videos with me showing you how to cut the wooden wick. So I just skipped that part, and I put on the label for the 3 different businesses. So I'm gonna show you guys now how it look. This is how it turned out. As you can see, this one here is my niece. She's a realtor, and I'm gonna bring it up so that you guys can see it a little closer. This is her name, Janaya Wheeler. So like I said, if you're trying to buy a house or sell a house, I'll link her information in the bottom. This is how it came out. I love it, love it. The next one is The View. She have the event space. So if you guys are looking for an event space for a party, a wedding, anniversary, whatever you name it, I'll link her information as well in the bottom. And the last one is GR. This is the lady that I normally go to for my lashes. She do facial, she do waxes, and she do eyelashes. She put on like the individual lashes on the eyes. This is what I currently have. So I'll link her information as well in the bottom. So I'm pleased with how all 3 of them came out. This is what it looked like right here. So these are the samples that I'm gonna be taking to them for them to give me the thumbs up to move forward. I have to make 100 of each, because Janaya, she want to have like a lot of them on hand, so when she close a sale, she's going to give them one of the candle. The View, she want to have some as well, so whoever rent her event space, I think she's either going to give you a gift, and it's going to be one of these candles. And the Eyelash G, she's going to be selling it in her her little institution. She have a nice little spot, so she want to add it to her collection along with her skincare line. So I am so happy how everything turned out. As you could see, the top is so nice and smooth, no sinkhole or anything, and the scent is just great. I love the 2 scents that are here, and G was the one that got the leaf. The scent that smell more like pine cone, cinnamon. I'm very, very satisfied with all 3 of my products. So again, if you're looking to do something like that, if you have a business and you want me to use your logo so that you can add this to your collection and make some extra money, I'll link my email in the bottom. Just reach out to me and we can work together. We can either do face-to-face, we can do Zoom, however you want to move forward. So that is it for the night. I appreciate you guys as always watching my videos, supporting me, liking my videos, sharing it, and also all the purchases that I have been receiving. I appreciate you guys, and I thank you so much. Until next time, you guys stay blessed and have a great day. Bye-bye.